Hey, my beautiful Scorpios. October is going to be mysterious. October is going to be very deep, and October is going to be a very significant month. It's going to be weird, it's going to be bizarre, but you're going to absolutely love it because the energy is just going to be just right when it comes to you, my beautiful Scorpios. What this energy in October is going to do to you, it's about to wake you up, it's about to motivate you, and it's about to reveal the whole new direction. And it's not only about revealing a whole new direction, it is just so much to actually use this information for something that is just going to be very significant in your life when it comes to March 2019. So what is going on in October is going to be directly connected to the actual month of March in 2019. This is going to be very significant because you are about to plant a seed. This seed is going to be very powerful. This seed is going to go really, really far. And it's not only about that. It's about you rediscovering yourself again. You rediscovering your happiness again. And also on emotional level, this is going to be a significant month because there is going to be a really big change that is going to happen when it comes to the actual couples. And when it comes to those of you that are single, this month is just going to be something different, and you will see exactly what I mean. There is a big secret that is going to come true, that is going to come forward, big realization that is going to come through from that. And that secret that is going to be revealed to you this month, my beautiful Scorpio, is going to happen in a really the most weird way. It's going to happen in a really bizarre, strange way, which means that you are going to have a little information. This information that you're going to receive this month, it's not going to come from this world, my beautiful Scorpio. It's going to come from the spirit world. It's going to come from somewhere else. And not only that, this information that you are going to have, it's going to come in the form of a one word. And that word is going to come through the spirit world, as I already said, but not just anyone, not just any spirit. This is going to be directly connected to somebody who died that really meant to you a lot. So it's going to be the past relative, okay? Or it's going to be somebody like a really good friend that you might have had that just died or passed away, or somebody who meant really a lot to you. It is going to be a very strong connection that you are going to have with the spirit world. Of course, you always have a very strong connection when it comes to the spirit world, Scorpios, because spirits are around us all the time. Sometimes we can't hear them, sometimes we can't feel them, sometimes we can't understand the message. We can sense it, we can feel it, but we can't understand the actual message. And what the difference is going to happen this month, throughout the month you will be able to kind of like feel things more than you normally do. But by the time you get to the 31st of October, it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing. On the very 31st of October, there is going to be something very special that is going to happen to you. And I am going to come to that. I am going to explain, and I am going to talk about it, okay? Very, very significant. Do you know what something, Scorpio? Let me tell you something. I'm going to be completely honest with you, like I'm always am anyway. Do you know, this month is going to be very different. You will be able to feel this, you will be able to sense this right from the beginning of the actual October, and you will see exactly what I mean, because it's not only about you rediscovering yourself, but it's just about you living your life again, and you just finally like dealing with certain issues and problems that you know that you should deal with, but you were just waiting for the right time. You were just waiting for the right moment. It's not going to feel like it's dragging. It's not going to feel like it's really bad or negative. It's just going to have a really nice turnaround, really nice change of energy that is going to make you feel excited about those things that were like kind of making you feel really negative. Very, very good indeed. But you will have to see exactly, you will see exactly what I mean. When it comes to the actual number, do you know what your number this month is? It's number 13. Number 13, it's all about transformation. So it's not only about like all this new energy. It's not only about all this new beginnings and things like that, new direction, but it's all boiled down to the one thing. Transformation, transformation, transformation. Number 13 means that you are about to go through your personal transformation, but it's going to be the most powerful transformation that you had in like the last 3 years. And this transformation that you are going to have, it's going to turn you literally into the best possible person that you can be. I'm not saying that you're not the best possible person that you can be, but it's just all about shining light towards those areas in your life, those areas on your spiritual journey that you just kind of like that were stagnant. And that's okay, that's fine, because it's a bit of a yin-yang situation that you actually had, you see, so far. And this is why this is going to be so significant, because this transformation is going to turn you into a butterfly. You are about to become the most beautiful butterfly by the end of October 2018, and you are just finally going to start realizing and seeing things in front of you, behind you, on the left, on the right, that you didn't kind of like want to pay attention to before. You did notice, you would notice, but you just didn't have a time. And now the change of energy is about to turn you into the most beautiful butterfly. You are going to have a really wonderful transformation, and this is what number 13 means. And number 13 also means that you are really going to have a powerful force, powerful energy, powerful strength, powerful courage to just get rid of those things in your life that no longer serve you. Start new page, turn new leaf, to look towards the new beginning, and there's just going to be this beautiful sense of excitement that you are going to have, but the energy is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. Energy and the actual confidence that's just going to make you absolutely keen to do new things, to try new things, to just go for it, to try new changes, and you're also going to realize that there was a tiny little edit that you're going to have, and especially when it comes to things that you do on a daily basis, things that you do on a daily basis that you constantly while you're doing these things on daily basis, there is just something that is constantly at the back of your mind that is bothering you, something that is constantly by the back of your mind that is preventing you from being completely happy. Now there is a lot going to come through, there is a lot going to come forward, and this is going to have a direct impact on your happiness in the best possible way indeed. And this is what number 13 means. And what else number 13 means, that is just the transformation that you are going to have. It's going to have direct impact on your, as I already said, on your emotional life, on your love life, and also when it comes to your career and when it comes to your finances. This is all going to start making sense, and this is all going to start drifting towards the new directions, because so many new paths are going to be revealed, so many new realizations that you are going to have about your life. And also the 13 means that there is a big problem is going away. Finally, the big huge problem was dragging you down, the big huge problem was sucking you out, the big huge problem was sucking your energies for a really long time. And now that problem, I know it sounds really like, oh my god, but this is exactly what is going to happen. And that problem is going to kind of it's not going to completely disappear, it's not going to disappear, but it's just you kind of like you will start looking at it in a completely different way, from a completely different angle, and that is just in itself is going to change everything. I think that's absolutely brilliant. When it comes to the actual health, I have to say, again, it's digestion. My beautiful Scorpio, this month you're really going to have to pay attention again to your digestion. You're not the only sign. There are lots of signs that are having a similar problems, especially when it comes to digestion and stomach. It is just uncomfortable feeling that you are going to feel in your stomach. It is just, you are going to eat well. You're going to eat well. I know you're going to be focusing on your diet quite a lot, and you're going to be enjoying your food like a lot throughout October, which is a rather spiritual thing, and it does affect your energy, you see, quite a lot, of course. But even if you're having the best possible food, the best possible diet, I will still say to you, please try to drink water, stick to water throughout the actual months instead of juices and things like that, because this is something that is really good, and it's very significant when it comes to like flushing out the toxins, you know, like out of the body, like for example. But what I really want you to understand that it's just going to be like your tummy is going to make a noise again, and it's like you may go to the toilet a couple of more times that you normally do and things like that. It's just like that sensitivity that is just going to confuse you a little bit, because it's a lot going to be going on. There is a lot that you're going to be focusing on, and this is all going to be the part of the big picture, and this is going to affect you in such a way that your tummy is going to be like a little bit sensitive. And now what I need you to say to you, even if you had the best possible diet, it's still going to be like that. Please, please, please try to make sure that you take some kind of friendly bacteria. Friendly bacteria is just so super essential in these times, okay? So even if you take it like in a capsule form, you can take it like in a yogurt form, you can take it like a kefir. It's a type of a yogurt. It's entirely up to you how you feel that is the best way for you to take it, because it's individually. You see, every single person has got their own individual spiritual journey. So whatever you feel drawn to, do you feel drawn to taking acidophilus like a friendly bacteria capsule, or do you feel drawn to take like a yogurt? It's entirely up to you, but it's just something that I highly recommend to take throughout October 2018, because it's going to help you dramatically, and you will see exactly what I mean, okay? And also, what I was going to say, when it comes to the energy levels, this is going to be a really tricky one, you see, because you're going to feel like maybe you haven't got that much energy, but then every single day, every single week, you're going to surprise yourself. Oh God, I've done so much. I managed to do so much. So it's going to be like you're going to feel like a part of a different dimension a little bit, because this is because you are going to be the part of the different dimension throughout October 2018, indeed. But also, on another hand, the fact that you're going to be part of the different dimension is going to drain you a little bit in such a way that is going to trick you into feeling a little bit more tired than you actually are. But you are going to find it every single day, every single week. You are going to find yourself like doing so much, being really productive and things like that. So I think that's absolutely brilliant. So don't get like confused, or don't get drawn into thinking that you are tired, because you will see your productivity is going to jump. So you're not going to really be tired. It's just a little bit confusing feeling that is going to confuse you, only because the spirit world is going to be so close to us, okay? Because the spirit world on the 31st of October, we've got Samhain, the best day of the year when it comes to me. If you ask me, Samhain, or some call it Halloween, it's a very powerful day, because the wall in between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest, which means that we're going to be receiving all sorts of informations from the past relatives, spirit world, and things like that. This is the time when our past relatives that have passed away, or friends that have passed away, this is the time when they're all looking forward to come forward and just give you the certain information and tell you something what they want to tell you, okay? You will be able to feel this, you will be able to sense this, indeed. Okay, so now, my beautiful babies, okay, the 1st of October, it's starting with a boom, okay? The 1st of October is starting with a boom, because literally from the very first time in the morning, you're gonna find yourself feeling very, very strange, very unusual. And also there is the certain thing that is going to be on your mind. A certain word is going to be on your mind. A certain word is going to be on your mind. Something that is just going to again come out of the blue. And this is your spirit world, and your subconscious mind is already going to start kind of preparing you towards the certain changes in your life. You're going to start thinking about the particular thing in the morning, and you're going to find yourself feeling very, very drawn to it. And that particular thing that you're going to be feeling is just going to very much so be connected to new learning, to the learning experience, new stage, new life, time to move on. But it's going to feel really good. It's going to feel really great. It's going to feel really exciting. And this is exactly what you need, my babies. You're very powerful indeed. When you feel complete inside, you are like, wow, shining your light like the biggest, most powerful sunshine. And this is exactly what in this situation is going to, oops, sorry darling, sorry my love. This is exactly what in this situation is actually going to happen to you. And I think that that's really great. And that is going to make you to enjoy yourself when it comes to learning. You're going to feel drawn to learn something new, to do something new. That's really good, because learning process is always good, because it's always going going to open the new door. The second important date, my beautiful babies, is going to be on the 11th of October. On the 11th of October, 11th of October is going to be connected to the 1st of October, and I will tell you why. Because 11th of October is directly going to be connected to the 1st of October, because the new plan is going to come, a new wish is going to come, and that is going to be the continuation of what happened, of what you were thinking about on the 1st of October. That's very significant. Please trust me, this is just so important, because this is going to be your own transition. This is going to be your own reversal of things that you didn't like, of like things that you were bored, things that came to an end, the certain spiritual journeys that came to an end. They were dragging and dragging and dragging. You knew what to do, you know what to do, but you're just kind of waiting for the right time. You're just waiting for the right moment. Now this time it's going to come. Because 11th of October, this is exactly when everything is just going to start making sense to you. This is going to come with a little rebirth. This is going to be your rebirth. This is what I was going to say. But this is going to, now this is what I was going to say. This is going to come with a little sacrifice. There's a little sacrifice that you're going to need to do, little sacrifice that you're going to need to make. And that sacrifice, of course, is going to be like a little readjustment of what you have done so far. You're going to need to readjust things, but this is going to be very significant time indeed. I would highly suggest to get something like a black obsidian. Black obsidian is absolutely brilliant and very essential indeed. And black obsidian, this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and you can buy it. The link is in the description. Why am I recommending you black obsidian so much? Not only because it's such a beautiful crystal, but also you are going to be very open spiritually throughout the month. You're very powerful when it comes to the spirituality. You're very powerful when it comes to your subconscious mind. You're very powerful when it comes to your spiritual journey and things like that. Significantly powerful, which is great. But on another hand, it means that you're open so much. When I say open, it means that you're like receiving all sorts of messages from the spirit world, but then sometimes it can like suck out your energy, it can drag you down, it can make you feel like really, really tired and things like that. And sometimes I don't want to scare you, but maybe certain spirits are a little bit mischievous, and they take a little bit more energy from you, you see, and things like that. While you're open, they take their opportunity, because when they do this, then they're able to make themselves a little bit stronger, and then they can pass on the message wherever they want to pass on. And this is how it works. It's all one big circle. And that's why black obsidian, if you're having a black obsidian, just knocked all the tarot cards, never mind. no, if you're having this black obsidian, then basically it just helps you like to kind of like keep yourself grounded, protect yourself, and when you're open, it just protects you. And this is why I think that you need to get like something like a black obsidian indeed. Okay, the third important date is going to be on the actual 30th of October. You've got like 4 dates, you see, this month. So the third important date is going to be on the 30th of October. Now, the 30th of October, I need you to kind of warn you that there is some little bastard is going to try to like do something, like a negative person is going to try to use you for something. So there is some kind of not really nice person going to come forward. So my advice is on the 30th, if you are starting something new, starting something big, you need to start something new or something big on that day, sign something, try to avoid it. But if you are not, if you can avoid that date and just make it some other time, it would be great. But if you can't avoid and you haven't got a choice, you have to start something big, or you have to buy something big, or have to sign something important, then I would highly suggest to wear again black obsidian, because black obsidian is going to protect you, and black obsidian is going to protect you against all sorts of energy, and it's going to help to ground you, and also subconsciously it's going to be sending you all sorts of little messages and directions, so you will be able to kind of navigate through this much easier. The fourth important day, it is going to be 31st of October. This is your big mama. This is your fantastic date. This is your significant day. You're gonna love it. You know, I say to you that the whole October is going to be like really deep, really bizarre, really spiritual. But this is when you just love things. You love odd things. You love strange things. You love deep things. You see, this is exactly what the 31st of October is all about. But the best thing is that on this day, you are going to have a message, a little message from somebody that used to be in your life that passed away. Whether this is going to be the particular relative, or whether this is going to be like a friend that maybe passed away, whether this is going to be somebody that you were really connected that passed away, whoever this is, there is going to be a very, very important message you are going to receive on the 31st of October. And this is why the veil in between this world and the spirit world is at its thinnest. And this is when I get so excited, because on this day, this is when our a relative that have passed away, they're so excited. The spirit world gets really excited because they are able to get closer to us, that much closer. They're able to send us a message. They're able to connect to us. They're able to feel us. They're able to sense us, but they know that we're able to sense them and feel them in a completely different way, in a much more powerful way. Watch for the word. Watch for the certain word that is going to be playing up in your mind. The spirit is going to whisper the certain word in your mouth. The certain spirit is going, the particular spirit is going to whisper the certain word in your mouth, in your ear. Sorry, I keep saying mouth. In your ear, and that word is going to be very significant. That word is going to be very powerful. That word is going to be the direct answer to a very, very big issue and problem in your life. And it's not only the direct answer about the current issue and problem in your life. It is going to be directly connected to what you do now and what is going to be very significant in May 2019. So the May 2019 is going to be directly connected to October 2018. My goodness, this is going to be so interesting. It can happen while you're maybe drifting off, while you're sleeping. It can happen while you're looking at the sky, you see the bird, or maybe you will, it depends how this is going to happen, when you're going to be connected, when you're going to start being connected to the point that you're going to hear this particular word. That particular word is going to literally be life-changing, okay? Now, going to the first part of October 2018. The first part of October 2018, you are going to have a very, very great satisfaction of what you have done so far. Even the balance is going to start coming back. So the things that you were looking at in a negative way, you're going to start looking in a good way, and you're going to start kind of looking towards November and December. You're going to start thinking a lot about November and December 2018 here, about the future planning. And that's really, really great, because that's a really good energy. That's a really positive energy. That's an energy that is going to start motivating. And this is already going to start like a kind of awakening here. This is going to be around a spiritual awakening, because you know that there is a practicality and security that is going to come through this, that is going to put your mind to rest. Other people and members in your family are going to be able to benefit from this, because you're going to get your balance, and balance is going to be absolutely brilliant, because the big wish, also this was your big wish. This is all going to be connected to what you wanted to do in a really long time, but you just didn't feel it was okay, it was the right time, there was not enough money, there was not enough optimism and things like that. Now this is all about to go, this is all about to change. There's a big ending here, but you're dancing around like a little pirouette, you're dancing around like a little ballerina, all happy, and the energy is going to be so fine, and the energy is going to be so beautiful. This color is going to be very significant. This is a happy color, beautiful passion is going to come back. When you are passionate about something, it's absolutely mind-blowing, and this is exactly what is going to happen here, because this is going to resolve in an ending, certain ending that only like about a few months ago you'd be like, no chance. Now you're going to be like, yeah baby, go for it, and this is great, because that automatically is going to be followed by the competition. There is an important competition that you're also going to have at the beginning of October, and that competition that you are going to have, it's just so important. For those of you that are working, just be prepared, like maybe you will be watched by other people, by managers, leaders, or whatever they are, and you will be watching, and your team, you're not going to be the only person, you see, and then it's going to be really great, because there is a good realization that is going to come out of it, but then you're going to realize something very important about yourself and about your stamina, and also about the things that you do and about your own personal skills. But if you are looking for a job, if you're looking for work, then this is going to be like a really important time. Just go for it. Start applying for as many jobs as you can. Just be as open-minded as you can, because something really good is going to come through. And don't be put off by the fact that there are lots of other people applying. Don't be put off that there are lots of other people involved. Don't be put off that you're going to be part of the competition, because it's going to be really great, and you're going to kind of, you're going to work really, really well when it comes to this. I highly, highly, highly suggest, again, please listen to me, this is so important. Moldavite, it's one of the most powerful crystals, there's no doubt about it. Sometimes it's quite difficult to get hold of them. They're brilliant. And this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain. And Moldavite is amazing, amazing, amazing crystal that helps so much when it comes to the personal balance, when we are going through certain changes, when we are going through certain competitions, and when we are focusing on work, career, finances in general, because it has got a really good abilities to actually help to attract the right career, the right finances, and also to keep the balance and help us to make the best possible decisions when it comes to work, career, and things like that. So I highly suggest to get the Moldavite, and as I said, this comes with a sterling silver chain and sterling silver setting, and the link is in the description below. The second part of October is going to bring nasty person. Somebody really little bastard is here. Somebody's going to somebody's going to scrutinize you a little bit. Somebody's going to be like a little bit nasty. Somebody's going to be like a little bit horrible. Do not fall for it. This is what every single Scorpio, my baby, you're going to be going through. Whether this is going to be somebody at work, whether this is going to be somebody outside, whether this is going to be somebody in the school, college, whatever it is, whether if you're retired, it doesn't matter. It's going to be somebody who is like some kind of prominent figure that is just going to try to scrutinize you, and just this is the key to it. Do not fall for it. Don't go low, 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 low. There's no point. You're too powerful for that. You're too significant for that. You're too strong for that. Don't fall for it. So somebody's going to try to like piss you off. Sorry to use this word, but somebody's going to try to upset you a little bit and to irritate you, to scrutinize you. And the key to this is this. Be compassionate. Don't fall for it. Be compassionate. Absolutely do everything opposite. If they like really irritate you and they're really nasty to you, just give them something. Just do it, because this is exactly what is going to be the key to your own personal success, okay? And it is going to make you even more assertive, and that assertion that you're going to have, it's going to bring the whole new realization about yourself and the whole new realization about somebody else, an idea that not only you're going to benefit from, but somebody really close to you in your life. And that automatically is going to be your turning point. Absolutely brilliant turning point, which means that you are going to find yourself in a very strange situation, in a very unusual situation that mid-October is going to bring. And that unusual situation is going to be brought by nostalgia about the childhood, nostalgia about the happiness, nostalgia about the certain people in your childhood, certain situations in your childhood. And this is going to be really significant, because it's going to make you feel a little bit negative, a little bit sad. And this is when a yin-yang comes through. This is when a yin-yang comes in. This sad feeling, this little bit of negative feeling is just almost going to be connected to the situation that was really negative in your childhood. It's just going to come back, but it needs to come back. It's really good that it's going to come back, because that negative situation needs to be brought to light. And after it's brought to light to yourself, within yourself, it is going to have almost enlightening experience on you. Fantastic. Because the people who knows you the most, people who love you the most, are just going to be so happy for you after this moment, after this point. I can also see that the synchronicity in between you and people, by the time we get to the last part of October, the synchronicity in between you and other people in your life is just going to become very significant. And that synchronicity means that you're going to start kind of being drawn to the people you haven't seen in a really long time. A couple of people, couple of friends, maybe from your childhood and things like that. Maybe you didn't respond to them. Maybe you were ignoring them, not on purpose. Maybe you were too busy. But there's just, this synchronicity is just going to become very significant, but it is going to be really, really good for you, because this is going to be the right time for you to do this. New stage, new step, part of your spiritual journey. Okay, enlightening experience is going to happen, and especially because of the last 7 months, there was a certain problem that was at the back of your mind, and that certain problem that was at the back of your mind for the last 7 months was making you really uncertain. That uncertainty is coming to an end, and you are about to have your own victory and mental clarity. It is going to be a little bit of like a conflict, not a conflict, but a little bit of like you're going to have to put your foot down. At the end of October, you will put your foot down when it comes to the certain person in your life. And when you put your foot down, you're just going to end up being a little bit indecisive. And that indecisive situation is just going to have a really good experience on you, because a really good impact on you, because it's going to make you like you want to do some kind of traveling. This traveling that you plan or do at around the end of October, it's going to be very significant, because it's going to bring a really special spiritual experience, and you're going to end up with a really significant idea that is also going to have a really big impact on your life. Okay, the end of October, it's also going to bring an amazing connection with you and your family members, you know, and that's really fantastic. And I like this, because I feel like you might have lost a little bit of a connection when it comes to your family, or when it comes to your family members. I'm not saying that you lost completely connection, but maybe there was just something missing, because there was a little bit of balance that you've lost. The balance was not really there, and this was only caused by the certain, you know, situations in your life that had an impact on you, that you maybe haven't been in touch with your family or people that closest to you as much. And this is why the end of October, this is going to be the time where you're going to be closer to your family, time when you're going to spend time with your family, helping your family a lot. They will be helping you, and it's going to be absolutely great for both of you indeed. Time of a progress. Okay, so now my babies, Scorpios, I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are in relationship. Okay, and it's for October 2018. Okay, Scorpios that are in relationship for October 2018. Now, this is the problem that I have here. The Scorpios that are in relationship, okay, you are going to have to put your foot down. You are going to have to discuss what's really bothering you, because there is a certain problem that your partner has, certain issue that was going on for a really long time. You've perhaps try to discuss this problem. You perhaps try to discuss this issue, but the problem is that basically it hasn't been as responsive from the other side. Your partner hasn't been responsive about this particular problem, about this particular issue. And then you just go for it, you accept what it is, and then you think like, oh yeah, it's great. Then a couple of hours later, you're like, no, it's not right. No, it's not right. No, something is not right. Something is not right. This is because something is most likely not right, and because you're so spiritual, you're so deep, you're in touch with your spirituality like there is no tomorrow. You're in touch with the spirit worlds like there is no tomorrow. And because October is going to be so significant, even more like Vavavoom time, this is why this is just going to come up, and you will want to sit down, you will want to discuss this, and you will want to sort this out once and forever. How come that the situation in between you and your partner is fine, like blah blah blah, but that particular thing, that particular issue, you're not happy with what your partner tells you, you're not happy with the response. Why are you not so happy with the response? First of all, you're happy, then a couple of hours later you're just drawn towards the negativity, drawn towards, no, that's not it. Time to sit down and discuss this problem. Time to sit down and discuss this issue. This is very, very important for both of you, because it is going to have a significant impact on your relationship. So if you're not completely sure about your partner, about something, find out what's going on. Okay, so now my Scorpios, my babies, now it's those of you that are actually single, and this is for October 2018. For those of you that are single, it's for October 2018. Okay. Okay, this is very, very interesting. There are a few stages that you're going to be going through, my babies. There are 2 stages that you're going to be going through. I do know for the fact that this is going to be a time when you're going to socialize, and you're going to start socializing quite a lot again. You're going to be meeting quite lots of people, but it's just some annoying person that is going to come through, and that annoying person is not meant to be there. That annoying person is not meant to be part of your life. Basically, the bottom line is that there is going to be the somebody, but it's just your own imagination, fantasy, and it's very, very unrealistic. So this is the point where this is something that I want you to understand. This is something that I need you to understand in order to move on with this life. Please, Scorpios, you're so strong, you're so powerful. If you fancy someone, if you like someone, you're so strong. You're like Leos can have this strong energy as well. Leos, like for example, you can sit down, you can sit in the room, and you can just focus on somebody, or you don't even have to think about that particular person, but in general you like somebody, let's say, and you're sitting in the room full of beautiful people you would fancy, and none of them would come to you, and none of them you would feel connection with. Why? You're Scorpio, you're sexy, you can do anything with your mind, but this is because your mind is so powerful and you are still kind of holding on to someone that you shouldn't. Someone is still part of your energy, part of your mind that it shouldn't be, and this is exactly what is going to happen. Somebody is going to come through, somebody is going to come forward, and that person is really like just an illusion, just an imagination, and this is going to be an important time. It's just not about an illusion, not about that only, because like for example, what I was going to say, like if you're sitting down in the room full of people, none of the people is going to come to you like and talk to you and see in that particular way. This is because your spiritual doors are closed. You have such a strong power, you have such a strong mind. As I say, like Leos, you will be just projecting this energy, and we will be projecting this energy because you're focusing on somebody else. You don't have to say it, you don't have to sing it, you don't have to write it somewhere. You just basically projecting this powerful energy, and that full room of people that you could fancy, that you fancy so many of them, you're not going to have a connection with because you're still kind of holding all your doors closed. So time to open the door and throw away the key. And this is why it's even more important to have this realization in October who this person is than anything else, than finding somebody else, because that in itself, realization by the end of October you're gonna have, that in itself is going to be so important because it's going to bring the realization you're going to have. It's going to have a strong impact to who you like, who you fancy, and there is going to be a surprise over there. Because after that moment, after that point, after October, you're going to start feeling drawn to the certain type of people you wouldn't feel drawn to. You're going to start feeling drawn towards the certain qualities you wouldn't feel drawn to. You're going to start feeling towards the certain energy, spiritual energy that you wouldn't feel drawn towards to. And this is why, because the new spiritual journey is about to start for you. And this is all part of it. This is just the beginning. Okay, my beautiful Scorpios, I love you to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I really wish you the best October. I wish you the great time this October, and also I wish you the great time on the 31st of October, which is Samhain or Halloween, however you call it. That particular day is going to be amazing. Of course, don't forget to make a wish. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.